Good evening. Have everybody in everywhere you are placed to. Welcome to a new session of our club Toastmasters LATAM, which is based in Panama, but we are all around Latin America's countries. For example, I'm from Colombia, Margarita is from El Salvador, Ana Mari is in Panama, Raquel is in Peru, and I think most of you are in the United States. This is a great session because we have something special this day. This is a Spanish club. We usually have the session in Spanish, but the last Thursday of every month, we have a special session in English because we want to practice our skills in English too. Sorry. For those who are not familiar with Toastmaster, I want to tell you that Toastmaster is an international and non-profit educational organization that builds confidence and teaches speaking through a worldwide network of clubs like this one. In this session, we practice every day for being better leaders, better communication. In order to have a great experience this night, I have 3 recommendations for you. First of all, turn on your cameras in order to see your smiles and join together. The second one is turn off your microphone in order to don't have interruptions. And the third one is to enjoy and show your happiness clapping your hands, waving your hands in this way. I can see them. For connect each other and have a fun session. In this moment, I want to pass the command of the club, our president in this moment, that is Ana Mari Solano, in order to give you a great welcome. Go ahead, Ana Mari.
Thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to be here. Sometimes I know that we need to have the intention to separate time to grow and to share those experiences through the words that connect us and keep us growing. So with this introduction, I will pass the mic to our Toastmaster of the day, Margarita Velasquez, that will introduce the topic of the day and will guide us across the whole session.
Thank you, Namari. Thank you for that introduction. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our session called Words That Move. Today, we will hear speeches that can inspire, motivate, and move us. Words have a great power. They can change minds, hearts, and bring people together. Our speakers today will show us how their words can make the difference. I am your Toastmaster of the session of the night, and I'm excited to guide you guys through the today event. Let's get started. I believe that you are ready for this. But before we begin to the speeches, let me introduce our evaluation panel. These are people who will give us feedback about all the session, the organization of this session. And for this role, I want to introduce you, and I'm sorry because I lost the agenda right now, okay? To Lina Vargas. Lina Vargas, please present us your team of evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you, Margarita. Tonight, I have the role of general evaluator. In this role, I'm going to evaluate everything that happened and doesn't happen in the meeting, right? However, I'm not by myself in this task tonight. I do have an excellent team that is going to help me with this goal today. So let me introduce first our grammarian, and she's going to present her role and introduce us the word of the day as well.
Hello, thank you, Lena. And thank you all for welcoming us so nicely. I'm Carolyn Glass. I am from the Lift Every Voice Toastmasters Club that meets online, but we are based in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the United States, but we have members from all over the world. And I'm pleased to be here today. I am your grammarian, so I will be listening for excellent usages of the English language. I'll be listening to things that really sound nice, good uses of the language, as well as if I hear anything that is an improper use of the language, I can point that out as well. I also believe that I'm supposed to be doing word of the day. Is that correct, or is there already a word of the day?
You will do word of the day as well.
Okay. So the word I chose was a word called poignant, and I'll spell the word in the chat. It's a hard word even for English speakers because it has a very strange spelling, and it's Poignant, and I'll write it out in the text in the chat. As you all know, for knowing some English, the English language is very strange because a lot of the words that we have aren't pronounced like they're spelled. And this is one of those weird words. So this is a hard word, even for people whose first language is English. But the ny sound in the middle of the word is a much more familiar sound to you all who are Spanish speakers, but it's not as familiar of a sound to English speakers. So the poignant, I picked it out because the theme is words that move, and there are many meanings of the word move, but one is to affect emotion. And when we're speaking, especially in Toastmasters, one of our aims is to move people, to move you to tears, or to move you to think, to feel something. And so something that is poignant is something that moves you deeply. So that's why I chose that word. So thank you, and back to you, Lena.
Thank you, Caroline, and thank you for doing this role today. Our second member is our counter, Katia Weiss. Can you please present your role?
Hi, good evening. I think that, sorry, I informed that I couldn't take the role today because I was going to leave early.
What is the role again?
A counter.
Well, I can take it.
I would appreciate because well, good evening, everyone. I haven't introduced myself, but I'm new to I just am as a guest coming to this club. I just wanted to even I have to leave like in an hour. I confirmed at the beginning that I could take the role because actually I belong to two clubs in Miami. Even I live in Dominican Republic. I Spanish speaker, but I wanted to join, but I have to leave earlier today, so sorry for that. Next time, hopefully I will take the role.
Yeah, thank you, Katia. I didn't know that, but thank you so much for this explanation. And I understand it's, of course, very challenging. Take a role A and B, as a guest first time. So, but it's fine. So, Anna Mari, say you can help us with this role today, right?
Today, I will participate in this role, the counter. I will put attention to every interaction that we have in this meeting. Sometimes in the language, in the communication, we have like these pauses that we add some repetitive words, so I will press attention on it. In the last part, I will give a report on it.
Thank you, Ana Mari. And finally, we have a very important role, our timer. Time is gold. And tonight, Raquel will help us with this role.
Good evening, everyone. I will be keeping the time tonight for everyone who speaks. It goes as follows. I will be keeping the time for every person, and there will be 3 colors on my screen to indicate what time is being kept, if it's on time, if it's a warning to stop, or if you should stop, and lastly, if you have already gone over your time. Colors are as follows. Green will be for you are good on time, you can continue. Yellow will be for your time's is approaching its end, and red will be for your time is up. After red has come to pass, if you go over red, it'll be blue. Blue indicates that your time has completely run out, sorry. And at this point, you're just keeping additional time from whatever speech or role you are occupying tonight. At the very end of the session, I will be giving a report for how long everyone took on their roles so that you may evaluate your own performance. Thank you.
Thank you, Raquel. So we will see you, everybody, and to the end of the session with our report. Back to you, Margarita.
Thank you, Lina, and thank you for all your team, because you give us a good side about how you are going to do this night, how evaluators. Now I want to, now we'll start with the prepared speeches. These are speeches that our speaker has worked hard and practiced. They're ready to share their thought with us. Sorry. Please welcome to our first evaluator, Inés. Inés, tell us about the goal, about our first speaker, please.
Thank you so much, Margarita. For the speech of today, the main objectives is to make sure that our presenter understands how his or her emotions affect the others, and also how the emotions of everyone else can affect his or her mental state. So that's what we'll be checking this speech of today. And also the speech can be a type of humor, or it could be any type of speech. It doesn't have to be anyone, but of course it has to be organized, and we need to check that it's very informative based on our speaker's experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Ana Mari. You don't let me give the surprise about you. Okay, everybody. As you can see, Ana Mari is our first speaker, with the title Emotional Intelligence and Lessons for Japanese Culture. Ana Mari Solano, go ahead.
Today, I'm honored to speak about a subject that is both universal and deeply personal. Personal emotional intelligence. In the last couple weeks, I have been traveling in this that I call transformative journey. Today, we will explore how it intertwines on Japanese culture, the emotional intelligence. We will focus in 3 components: self-awareness, emotional management, and relationship administration. Through understanding and embracing these elements, we can personally grow and enhance our interaction with our diverse and interconnected world. The first thing of emotional intelligence is self-awareness. It's the foundation of it. It involves understanding how our emotions, our goals, our beliefs, and values interact with each other. In Japanese culture, this concept, nesis or introspection, aligns closer with self-awareness. I will ask a question for everyone here in the room. Have you ever answered the question, who am I? Have you ever answered the question to yourself? Probably reflect, what are my own values? What are the purpose of life? What I'm working, or why we are working in every area that you are working right now? That is the first question that we need to answer to understand emotional intelligence. Understand, who am I? How are my beliefs? In Japanese culture, the respect or the values as harmony, perseverance are deeply integrated. This influence our goals and beliefs, shaping our responses to various situations. Let me guide you in this journey. These are some photos that I want to share with you of this experience. The emotional intelligence in every day of it, I have to put it in practice. Because you can imagine, this was my team. The half of it was Japanese and doesn't speak English, so I have to use Google Translator. Sometimes the frustration was at some point because we have a little time to get our homework resolved, and we don't have time to try to resolve the communication issue. So we use Google Translator to manage that area. I have too many experience. I visit a school in Japan to understand how the education is the main area to resolve social issues. That is another topic that I can express in this team in the future. Other thing that I just understand in this Japanese culture is the emotional management, how they regulate their own emotion. You can always see the people calm and always have an appropriate response to different situations. This skill, particularly in multicultural settings, give us diverse perspective that probably can lead misunderstanding. One of the histories that I want to share with you is with one of my colleagues. I just understand that maybe Japanese culture, they are not confident enough. And Latin Americans, we have too much confidence in ourselves. So in one particular day, we was struggling with the time. It was 11 o'clock in the night and we have to finish before midnight. We was tired. We have some frustration to finish all the homework. And in that particular moment, I understand that was time to make a pause. So I just decided to get out of the room, make some respiratory exercise, relax my mind, and go back to the task that we was working on. After that, the ideas just get in the correct direction. Another company, and the last one, is relationship administration. It's the ability to maintain that healthy and productive relationship. On Japanese culture, they have a word that is ninho, that means human empathy. That is one phrase that is a totally change my mind, because the duty of that have that human empathy, no matter what, it makes a difference. So no matter if you are working in a multi-environmental environment, recognizing the importance of using the emotional relationship, emotional intelligence in the relationship can truly be a game changer. By cultivating self-awareness, manage your own emotion, trying to get a stronger and healthy relationship, we can navigate through to the complexity of interconnected world that we are working right now. Let's embrace these principles and try to apply them in our daily life, creating a more empathetic global community. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Ana Maria. Thank you for your speech. And I am sure that you have, I don't know, more experience to share with us. And I don't know, we are expected that maybe you can do a second part to know more about your experience in other culture that is totally different from us. And well, it's so rich in so many ways. Okay, I want to know if I don't see. Ines. Ines, do you need a minute? Are you ready?
No, I'm ready. Thank you.
Okay, excellent.
All right.
So,
Okay.
our evaluator, Ines, go ahead with your
Thank
evaluation.
you. All right. I have so many good things to say, Ana Maria. You did a wonderful job. You were able to really take us through your experience, especially because you were using very few words. I mean, like written on the PowerPoint. You used more pictures than reading on the PowerPoint. So we could see that everything came from your heart, that it's truly something you are proud of. And it was so beautiful to see the Panamanian flag on all the pictures with you representing the country. So that's very beautiful. Now, regarding your speech, it was very well organized. I enjoyed the speed you were using in the beginning so that we could really follow, and I could see that you had captured the attention of everyone. So they were listening from the beginning, they could follow you. And when it comes to the level of your comfort, you were very relaxed. You were comfortable sharing the information, taking us through every stage, sharing so many examples of certain situations that you lived during your time in Japan. And you involved us. You did ask us a question. You were like, have you ever asked yourself who you are? And you paused. You gave us a really great pause so that you give us like some time to really ponder on that question, and that was brilliant. We could see your emotions when you were sharing the story. We could see on your smile when you were talking about your team, how, we can see how proud you are with the whole experience. And the structure was very clear, very concise. There is not even one single moments where we were like, who is she talking about? It was clear. We could understand everything. And also, let me see, the only feedback that I can give, but of course with the good things I could go on and on because it was brilliant, it would be the visual contact. Because I could see that we could see your hands and everything, and how we could still see your face on the PowerPoint. I don't even myself know how to do that, but we could see your face on the PowerPoint, and that's beautiful. But there will be some moments where you will be trying to find words. It happened like once or twice. I know, as English is now our first language, most of us here, and we try to think of that word and it doesn't come, so we tend to look up or on the other side. So that happened like once or twice. And also the voice was brilliant in the beginning, as I said, but maybe you could like find a way of in the middle of the speech, like to you can like change it a little bit so that we can engage, because when we tend to use the same voice volume, it can like you can lose contact with the audience, you can lose us if you're not careful with that. But other than that, great job, and I enjoyed it. And as Margarita said, I hope we get to hear number 2. Thank you.
Thank you, Inez, because you're thanking it for your words. I am sure that Ana Mari appreciate all that you think and you said about his speech. And now we have a little surprise because we have a member that he said, I want to give a speech, but I can't speak very well English. And we have, okay, we are going to we are going to give you one opportunity to participate in this session that is in English, but he's going to give us a speech in Spanish. So you can see the both I don't know, the both way that the club works, that is the part in English and this part is in Spanish. So I'm going to change the chip right now to present a nuestro siguiente discursante, que yo voy a ser su evaluadora para esta ocasión. En estos momentos vamos a escuchar un discurso que tiene como objetivo, y déjenme leerlo, que por aquí lo tengo. Tiene como objetivo de que el socio defina claramente cómo Toastmaster define la orientación y que comparta algún aspecto de su vida previa como un discípulo. I don't know if you need a translator, if you understand that he is going to give us a speech in Spanish, that he conceived his the orientation a mentor. And he's give us an experience that when he was I don't know, discípulo, I don't know how to say that in English. So, aquí está Enrique Saldarriaga con su speech que se llama Mentor u Orientador. Adelante, Enrique.
No es mejor maestro el que sabe más, sino el que mejor enseña. Piénsenlo bien. No es mejor maestro el que sabe más, sino el que mejor enseña. Considero que enseñar es una acción pura de un mentor. El buen mentor no solo transmite información, sino que también inspira y guía a sus discípulos hacia el crecimiento, hacia el desarrollo, hacia el entendimiento. Por eso pienso en esto. El mentor no solo transmite información. Y mis primeros mentores que me llegan, mis padres. Mis padres fueron mis primeros mentores. Mis padres me inspiraron, me enseñaron valores, me dieron educación. ¡Hey! Fui un gran discípulo con mis padres. Una persona atenta, una persona que no reprochaba a sus padres, que estaba atento a sus especificaciones y a sus enseñanzas para poder no cometer el mismo error en el futuro. Mis padres fueron mis primeros mentores. Estoy orgulloso de que mis padres fueran mis primeros mentores. Luego de eso, siempre fui un recopilador de información. Siempre tuve la oportunidad de tener orientadores o profesores que querían ayudarme, pero nunca, no nunca, sino que fue difícil tener un verdadero mentor a tu lado que te acompañara y te agarrara de la mano y te dijera, hey, vamos, yo te acompaño desde ahora y te acompaño en cada paso que tú des y no importa si te caes, yo estoy allí, no solamente como orientador, sino como mentor. Y cabe resaltar, la diferencia entre mentor y orientador es la siguiente. Orientador es una persona que transmite un mensaje o una información académica y instruye de alguna manera o da algunas instrucciones para llegar a un objetivo específico. Mientras que el mentor no solo da las instrucciones, no solamente da el conocimiento, sino que te acompaña y con el tiempo ve tu resultado y vas creciendo, evolucionando. Con este pensamiento fui creciendo y pensando que todo lo sabía, llegué a ser profesor de una escuela y llegué a ser profesor en la a nivel de bachillerato. Enseñé a jóvenes, adolescentes, y tuve la experiencia de tener contacto con niños de preescolar. En el proceso pude darme cuenta que no solamente que en realidad no era un profesor, sino más bien un aprendiz o un estudiante. Y se me vino inmediatamente, cuando escribí este discurso, las palabras de constructivista de Jean Piaget, el psicólogo reconocido. Los estudiantes participan activamente en su proceso de aprendizaje. Parecía más un estudiante que un profesor. Creo que somos aprendices, somos discípulos antes de ser mentor. Esa es mi frase de la noche. Necesitamos ser discípulos antes de ser mentores. Después de todo esto, a los 34 años encontré un mentor. ¡Wow! 34 años después. Un verdadero mentor. De aquellos de Hollywood, donde Karate Kid, donde el sensei le enseña al niño y está allí. Oh, haz esto, haz esto, haz esto. ¿Pero por qué? No, no entiendes. Tiene un propósito, tiene una razón. Hazlo. Yo molesto siempre con este mentor. Como estaba el discípulo. Yo siempre molesto, siempre buscando una explicación, siempre buscando una reflexión del por qué es esto, por qué se hace así y no se hace así. Ser discípulo es difícil, pero si quieres ser un mentor, necesitas ser un discípulo. Con esto, estoy en una etapa donde estoy explorando habilidades nuevas que no sabía que tenía. Estoy entendiendo mucho mejor lo que significa ser discípulo en este momento, después de tantos años. Un mentor te guía, un mentor te aconseja, te comparte la sabiduría. No solamente te comparte la sabiduría, sino también evita que tú cometas más errores y vas evolucionando en el camino. Te ayuda a desarrollar tus habilidades. Eso es increíble. Por eso los invito a todos a tener un mentor. Nunca es tarde para tener un mentor en su vida. Es importantísimo tener un mentor de verdad. Y para cerrar, quiero decir que abandoné mi papel de profesor para convertirme en un discípulo nuevamente. Porque para ser mentor es preciso ser un buen discípulo. Feliz noche.
Gracias, Enrique, por esa tan bonita disertación y tan reflexiva. Thank you, Enrique, because your speech was so, I don't know, deep and with a lot of reflection about how to be a mentor, how to be I don't know, an aprendiz, a discípulo. Lo que yo te diría que te destacaste es que comenzaste con una pregunta que inmediatamente captó mi atención. Y luego diste una primera afirmación que dio una luz sobre lo que ibas a hablar. So you start with a question that keep my attention, and then you give an answer that I focus totally on you because I want to know what are you going to say. Explicaste, lograste el objetivo de tu proyecto, que era dar una experiencia de cómo fuiste discípulo en algún momento de tu vida. En lo que quizás debas trabajar es, más que todo, esta vez quizás no voy a hablar mucho del discurso, sino que en el fondo. Si tú tienes un fondo muy oscuro, tienes que ocupar una ropa que haga contraste con ello. In this case, you have a background, a dark background, so you need a light cloth because you lost with the background. Entonces, para que no te pierdas, no te hagas uno solo con tu contraste, entonces tienes que tratar de utilizar esto. Si el fondo es claro, entonces utilizas una ropa oscura. Utilizaste muy bien tus ademanes, has mejorado mucho en eso. Te felicito, tienes más conciencia del espacio que tienes en este recuadro para hablar. A lo que yo te desafío, y quizás siempre es de lo que yo te pido, es que te pongas de pie. Ponte de pie para poder ver no solamente ese buen manejo de manos que tienes, sino que para ver el buen manejo corporal. So stand up. You know the subject very well. You manage very well your topic. You know everything that you are going to say. So I really want to see more than your hands moving in this way. I want to see you stand up and see your body management, how you handle the space and the camera. Me gustaría mucho ver cómo manejas la cámara y todo el espacio que tienes, porque tienes mucho potencial debido a que ya traes esto es muy nato en ti desde el día 1 en que ingresaste en este club, tienes mucho don de la palabra. Entonces, es un desafío que yo sé que lo vamos a lograr. Así es que, nada, gracias por participar, por el valor de participar, aunque la sesión sea en inglés. Y gracias por traernos un tema tan bonito, tan reflexivo. Y bueno, espero poderte ver en tu siguiente proyecto y tener la oportunidad de evaluarte. Gracias, Enrique. Thank you, Enrique, for your speech. I hope that I can evaluate you in another opportunity because you have so much potential that we can see how you grow step by step. And now we're going to pass another section about this night. Please, everybody, let me introduce you to the impromptu speeches, better known as a table topic. In this segment, our speakers will be given a topic on the spot, and they will make up a speech right here and now. So this section show how the participate can give us a quick thinking and creativity. Okay, and as a table topic master of this night, I'm glad to introduce you Mauricio Sanchez. Mauricio, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, table topic master. All the section is yours. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good evening to everyone. My name is Mauricio Sanchez. I am part of the LATAM Toastmasters Club, and I am from Bolivia. And now I am here to be table topic masters. So I am excited to kick off our table topic segment. As we all know, the ability to think on your field and express yourself clearly is a valuable skill. So let's have some fun and challenge ourselves tonight. Tonight's theme is words that move. Let's see what powerful and inspiring words our members can share with us. For me, for example, perseverance, that's a word that has been my constant companion. There have been countless times when I wanted to throw in the towel, whatever it was my career, personal life, or relationship. But the memory of my parents who faced adversity with unwavering strength has always pulling me through. My father orphaned at a young age, and my mother, a child laborer, told me the true meaning of perseverance. And finally, perseverance isn't about overcoming challenges. It's all about continually growing and evolving. So the timing for the table topic session is 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute is the minimum time. 1 and 30 minutes is the target time, and 2 minutes is the maximum time. So I am going to, well, is there anyone who wants to participate? Okay.
Anyone that haven't participated yet?
Maybe Caroline Glass, can you help us? Perfectly. Okay, can you choose a number from 1 to 6, please?
The 6. How about 4?
4. Okay. The question 4. What word can ignite a movement or inspire social change?
What word?
What word? Yeah.
Okay, wow. That's a great question. Wow. I'll have to think about that one for a minute. It's interesting to think, right now in our country, I'm from the USA, we're dealing with quite a poignant moment in our history with the election coming up. And up until this past week, I was not very, I didn't have a lot of confidence that the world was going to be okay. And right now, I think a lot of us have more, we're more excited about the future. And so perhaps one word that could ignite what you said was maybe believe. That if we believe that the future is bright, that we have something really worth working for, that it might ignite us to do something about it. So I don't know. I guess I'm getting stuck on just finding that perfect word, but I think believe and then do something about it. And I can't off the top of my head think of a really good word for that, but it's not enough just to believe and have that confidence and that optimism that things are going to get better, but we all need to do something about it, and move forward to make a difference. So thank you very much for that question.
No, thank you for your answer. There was a very good answer. And okay, I hope everything's go right there in the United States. So, okay, thank you for these first answers. Okay, now can you choose, Caroline, can you choose a person to be the next, please?
I choose Lena.
Lena. Perfect, Lena. Okay,
Thank you,
Lena.
Caroline. Really appreciate it.
Okay, Lena, could you give me a number from 1 to 6, but not 4?
All right. 2.
Number 2. Okay. Share a word that symbolizes personal growth or transformation for you. You know?
Community. That's the word that I choose today to symbolize my growth. And I'm going to bring this specific to my public speaking growth. And I'm going to tell you a short story. You see my color right now? Around 6 months ago, I found a club where I feel comfortable enough to start my serious process in Toastmaster and deliver my speeches. And because I feel in that place, there was community to help me. Today, I think every club has something special. We all have something special. And that club was particularly special for me and right for me. It is Live Every Voice clapping picture today. So community is the word and is what helped me grow and do better. Thank you.
Thank you, Lina. It's a good word, community. Yes, we are here, Master, are a big community that helps everyone to be better leaders. So thank you for that, Lina. Okay, Lina, now is your turn to choose another person to answer the next questions. Please, could you help us?
Mauricio, I think that we have time for one more.
For one more. Okay. So let's choose one more to
All right. Is anyone who wants to do it? Anyone want to take it?
Maybe a guest. I don't know if everybody is something here, somewhere,
What about
someone here.
Katri, do you want to take this one?
I can take it. Yeah, thank you.
Eric, or
Right.
Okay,
Let me see
Eric.
if I can. Yeah,
Okay.
let me see if I can enable the camera. Just a second here.
Okay.
Just give me 1 minute.
Problem. Well, I think it's not a requisite that you have turned on your camera.
If you can turn on your camera, don't worry, Eric. You can always participate if you agree. If you agree. I don't know.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
yeah, no
sorry.
problem. I don't
Okay.
know why I don't know what's happening, but okay. Okay, yes, tell me. What is your question?
Okay, can you give us an example where you was, I don't know if this correct use of the word, but you were poignant, but I want to use the word of the night, but I don't know how it's spell it, but it's poignant?
It's poignant.
Poignant. Okay.
Poignant.
When you were poignant with some even in your life?
Poignant. Okay, that's a new word for me. Let me see. If I understand what is that word meaning. That's a new word for me.
Sadness.
Like what?
I can help you. The word poignant means evoking a keen sense of sadness, of regret. It is often used to describe something that deeply affects the emotions, especially something that is moving, touching, or emotionally powerful.
Okay. That could be like in the job, or what kind of situation can we use that?
For example, the movie's ending was poignant, leaving many in the audience in tears. She shared a poignant story about the childhood that stayed with everyone who heard it. So it's something that is touched your feelings so deeply.
Oh, okay. So, okay, I can ask the question. Now I understand the word. Can you ask the question again? Sorry for that.
There was a time when you were poignant for some event in your life, you were sad deeply or something like that. Maybe a movie or maybe.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. It was when I'm from Panama, so we got in 1990 we got the invasion, from the United States here, and there were a lot of people that they were trying to get stuff from the stores and the supermarkets, and they were killed. So that was impact for me a lot. It was like a situation that no one's know what will happen next day, and that touched me because little kids, they were hungry, they want meals, and some stores were closed and others broke the doors and they tried to get meals, and there was like situation that nobody can also be on the streets because it's dangerous, and that feeling getting all the country, all the people in the country, they were like stuck on that shock. They were shocked about that moment. So that might be, I mean, that was the deepest feeling I get during my I stand here in Panama. So I think it's something that I don't want nobody, in no country to have that experience. It was a difficult situation, but nonetheless, we after 1 year, I think maybe a few months, about 6 months, then everything was settled down, and the businesses and everything will start growing again, coming up. Then we get more secure because the U.S. have control the area, and we start over again with I was in school that those days of finishing my degree at school. So after that, then go to the college and everything, go to work, and we get everything goes settled back. So I think that's it.
Okay. Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
sharing us your experience,
Yeah, thank
your
you.
beginning experience.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for your time and for your patience, and that's all I have to do for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Mauricio, because you participated in your question, because your question in this night of table topic was poignant. Yeah, really, really poignant, because you let us express ourselves and share about the experience that, I don't know, make I don't know, deeply thoughts about our situation and share with the others. And now it's time to look back at all this session that we have today. And we're going to, our general evaluator will give us a feedback and share what they see, what they heard, that they want to share with us in order to improve our session. So Lina Vargas, the cameras is all yours.
Thank you, Margarita, and thank you, everybody. I do have a quick question here. Should I call them first, right? That's how you guys do it? Call team first. Okay.
Yeah, you can do the both way. You can call first your team, and then you give your evaluation, or you can call one by one, and give us first evaluate each one, and then general evaluation of the session.
I think that to gain some time, you can do it like hold the feedback at the end.
Okay, that's good idea. That's good idea, Ana Maria. All right, so we're going to start with our grammarian and see how did we in our good usage of English tonight. Caroline.
Thank you, Lina. I was so impressed with this whole meeting and with all of you. Here you all are with English is not your first language. And I was blown away with how well all of you speak English, and even with the Spanish that was spoken, that you were kind enough to translate for those of us who don't speak Spanish. And I thought you all did a wonderful job. I'm going to start with some of the really positive uses of the language, of the English language, that I heard. I heard many very poignant stories from many of you, and that was wonderful. Anna Maria, Marie, you used the words, we need to have the intention of something. I thought that was really nice. Margarita, you mentioned change minds, hearts, and bring people together. Very nice. Let's see. Raquel, I believe this was you who said this, so that you may evaluate your own performance. I loved that. That was really nice. Margarita, at one point you were stumbling over your words and you started to apologize, and you said, oh, sorry. There is no need to apologize. Your English is wonderful. You were doing a great job. And just keep going. You don't need to apologize. Let's see. Anna Marie, you used the words universal and deeply personal, transformative journey, relationship administration, introspection aligns closely with something. I didn't write that word down and I don't remember. You used the words diverse perspectives. You said that you were speaking about Latin Americans. You said we have too much confidence in ourselves, which I thought was awesome. I don't think there's not such a thing of having too much confidence. I wish I had a lot more, so I have a lot to learn from you. You talked about that means human empathy. No matter what, that makes a difference. And you talked about embracing these principles and creating a more empathetic community. I mean, just beautiful language throughout. Just really, really nicely done. Inez, you said, able to take us through your experiences. Everything comes from your heart. Captured the attention of everyone. You talked about you evolved. And we could feel your emotions. Really nice uses of the language. Let's see. Margarita, again, you said thank you so much for translating the speech. And that was a beautiful speech, Enrique. And even though I couldn't understand most of the Spanish, I understood your intention. Your gestures were wonderful, and I could capture a lot of what you were trying to say. And then having the translation was really helpful. And what a great job, Margarita, of going back and forth between the two languages. That was stellar. Let's see. Mauricio, you said the ability to think on your feet, powerful and inspiring words, taught me the true meaning of perseverance. Really nice. Lena, I loved your talking about community and that community is what helped you grow. Just all of you, just really nice uses of the language. Then I wrote down just a few things, a few times that I heard incorrect uses of the language. And there were just a few times. I mean, most of your English usage was impeccable. Let's see. Someone said, I'm not going to name names here. I'm just going to say what I heard. Someone said too many experience. It should either be too much experience or too many experiences. Someone said we was tired. It should have been we were tired. Someone said the task that we was working on should have been the task we were working on. And someone said when you was should have been when you were. And last, someone said, I don't want nobody. It should be, I don't want anybody. And I think it was Margarita, you were saying something, you were looking for the word that meant, like, I think you were asking for, what is the, like, so the person who mentors a, and what we say in English is either mentee or protege. So a protege is mentored by the mentor, or a mentee and a mentor. So thank you very much. It was wonderful to hear everyone speak. Thank you.
Thank you, Caroline, for that report. And thank you so much for the feedback. The positive feedback or the negative feedback help us. And we learn a lot from the negative feedback. When they tell us those mistakes we make, and we can learn and grow on that. So don't be afraid of saying so. Our next evaluator is our counter. Ana Mari, can you please give us your report?
Thank you so much. To be honest, I didn't count. It was very hard to try to take this word that interrupt our language. But the truth is that we have improved very well, a lot, since we start this English session. My own recommendation is to take time to read articles loud, put probably a pencil on your mouth, and keep improving ourselves with the ending of the words to keep improving. So great job, everyone. Back to you.
Thank you, Ana Mari. And our last report is from Raquel with our report for time.
Gladly, I have written down the times that each one of you took to speak during the prepared speeches, the evaluations, and the table topics. I'm going to be sharing my screen so that you can see it for yourself. Just one second. Here it is. Please let me know if you can see it. So for prepare speeches, we got our first speech. It was Ana Mari. It was a time from 5 to 7 minutes that I should have taken, and Ana Mari took 7 minutes with 44 seconds. Enrique was our second speech in Spanish tonight. 5 to 7 minutes. He took 7 minutes with 18 seconds. As for evaluations, we had Ines for the evaluation, the first speech evaluation of the night. Evaluations take up to 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 2, 3 minutes. Ines took 3 minutes with 26 seconds. Margarita was our second evaluator of the night for the second speech from Enrique. 2 to 3 minutes, and she took 2 minutes with 47 seconds. As for table topics, we had our first question answered by Carolyn. The time for table topics was from 1 to 2 minutes. She took 1 minute with 22 seconds. Lena was the second answer of the night in table topics. She took 1 minute with 30 seconds. And Eric was the last answer of the night at the table topics. He took 4 minutes with 5 seconds. And that is it for the times tonight. I think everyone did a great job.
Thank you, Raquel, for that report. Okay, so the general evaluation will be, thanks for, oh, I got confused here. I'm sorry, let me take a moment. Our team, today they presented roles and their objects. They explained exactly what they were going to do, and they followed through the meeting. Finally, they give us an excellent report. This was a poignant section with good evaluations and good speeches tonight. I want to bring attention to the use of the time. Margarita's Toastmasters, we were early in this chit chat, and at 8 for us, but 7 for you guys, o'clock, she said, okay, we are starting the session, and that is very important. The time and the use of it matters in these settings and also in professional settings. So it is good practice and good practice. I also I want to mention a little bit about the feedback. One of the evaluators, special evaluators, said, my only feedback after she said a lot of good things about this speaker tonight, meaning the feedback is just negative, right? When I'm gonna say something to improve is feedback, but it doesn't have to be like that. Feedback is also the good things and the bad things, right? Positive feedback and negative feedback that help us improve and improve faster. So just to keep in mind that. It is a very challenging session, the one you guys hold tonight, right? Because we have 2 languages. You have members who are more comfortable in Spanish than in English, and all of us who are learning English. And, you know, so it is challenging, but you guys manage it very well. Everybody is welcome. And that's the important thing, right? That we have the space to practice and grow. We had also, I want to thank Ana Mari, who react very quickly in this situation early when we didn't have one evaluator and some changes in the agenda, which happened every time, all the time. But the important thing is find a solution, and you did it very quickly. That's important, and thank you for that. My last observation for this session would be nice if we do have a space early in the session to welcome and introduce the guest and help them connect a little bit with the, not a little bit, connect with the club and feel them welcome to participate early in the session, right? That's it. Thank you so much. That's my report. Back to you, Toastmaster Margarita.
Thank you, Lina. Thank you for all your team for that helpful feedback that bring us. I don't know. I want to know if our new president, Ana Mari, do you have any topic to handle before end this meeting?
Well, the first thing, we have a photo, right? You take a photo?
The first things, if everybody can turn off the cameras only for take a picture, and we appreciate that a lot. Okay, turn on the camera at 1, 2. Okay. Maybe not. Okay, I'm going to take the picture. 1, 2, 3.
The second thing is just I want to ask like to our guests how you feel about this session in order to improve and grow. So I will ask the first members that joined that I have in my mind. So was at the beginning, Lina. What do you think about the session today?
I feel it is great. As I said before, it's very challenging session. And I just saw someone left. Was Dajana was one of my friends, but she's very shy. But she just left. I wanna say hi to her, but anyway, it's very challenging because the language, right? So there is 2 different languages here, so it's a little bit tricky. However, I do love the community that forms in around Toastmaster. Okay, so I love it, and I hope we are invited again. And we are allowed to come here. I'm very happy to be with Caroline and Catherine. Thank you so much for being here tonight for Catherine very, very late.
Thank you. Do you have any thoughts, Caroline?
Yes, I loved being here today. I so appreciate the invitation. And like Lena, I hope we will be invited back because I would love to come visit again. I was a little bit shy and scared about coming to a new club and one, where I don't speak any but a few words in Spanish, and I felt completely welcome. And I really appreciated that. I felt like I belonged, even though I didn't know any of you beforehand. And I loved being here. So, and it has made me want to learn more Spanish.
Yay, that is the attitude.
Yes, thank you.
Catherine, do you have any feedback how we can improve our sessions? Any thoughts?
How to improve, I'm not sure, but it was nice to see people from all over the world. And as our group is also very, very international, but we do it in English anyway, but we have all different accents. We have many different accents in our group, and so that's it's normal to have people all over the world who speak English and everything. But it was very interesting to see people from South America and the United States and myself on the other side of the ocean.
So, thank you so much for sharing.
Excuse
Eric,
me?
do you have any comment about our session? Do you like it? You don't? Be honest on it.
Yeah, I think it's very interactive. I really appreciate everybody put the experience. The 2 ladies, Catherine and Caroline, they're great, giving us all the feedbacks. The only thing, I only know that Mauricio is from Bolivia, but the rest, I don't know where they come from.
Probably we'll have to put our country some flag. I don't know how to do that, but we will figure it out. Thank you so much for that feedback. Elaine, can you please open your mic if you can to share some thoughts about our session? Any comment that you want to share? No? Diana, the same question. Do you want to share some comments? We want to hear you. If you have any comments on today's session. Any thoughts that you want to share with the team before we end the class? Okay, if done, let me share my final comments. Thank you so much, everyone, to join us, especially for those of you that make the effort and is late in the night to participate with us, to improve our English. That is one of our goals of last year, to improve. Keep growing, especially in this area of our life that join us together, that is communication. So if you want to join us in the future, we always share our weekly meetings on the WhatsApp chat. If not, I'm sure that in the future we will contact you to make some collaboration session. Probably it can be the idea with this Pennsylvania club. So we will be more than glad to participate in the future, to collaborate and keep growing. That is the purpose that we have this year. So thank you, everyone. Have a good night, good rest, and hope to see you in the next session, next Thursday. So bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed the speeches or session that was called words that move, and we hope that you get inspired by everything that we talk about in this night. And have a wonderful night. And thank you to Elaine that he brought that. She is a little shy, but she was here today, and well, she really loved this session. But thank you for that feedback. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night, and we hope to see you again.
Bye-bye.
Bye.